Have we ever talked about astrology on here? The issue here is astrology, right? So I don't forgot how it came up, but it was like right. So the person's basis for believing in astrology was meeting enough people who matched their astrological profile. And when I say enough, they didn't give a number, right? The person did not give a number. And I was like, well, let's just say you've met 50 Gemini.
Sagittarius. Yeah, okay. Yep.
Do you know how many Geminis are on the planet? And why do you feel comfortable comparing the 50 Geminis you've met to the over 500 million Geminis that exist, right?
How many
And
signs
so,
there are? How many signs are there? Is it 12?
yeah, eight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's billion, right? That is billion. Six. Oh, the devil! Bro, we're gonna die.
Here
Did
you
you
are, fucking numerology style.
did you
While we're
do
talking about astrology, I did not. I did not. So you're doing what I was trying to get at, right? So
it's
there's
8
12
million
signs.
divided by 12 is 666, my brother. Matter of fact, it's not even 666. It's 6666666666666.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
man.
assuming it's 8 billion exactly, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So
you're right. You're right. It's
and I'm
actually
sorry.
probably closer to 9, actually.
It's how many million? I lost it in all the sixes.
666.
Million?
Yeah, you know what? Because I put in 8 million, you stupid monkey. 666 million. 666,666,666.666667.
Repeating. Okay. And your point, what you were getting at is how many of those 666 million could this person have
Why do you feel
possibly?
comfortable making a generalization about 666 million people after meeting 50 people? And they were dumbfounded. They no, I'm sorry. They found me dumb. They were not dumbfounded. They found me dumb.
They were
They were like,
found
well,
bunded.
they were like, I don't understand your problem. Like, literally, I'm sorry. You know what they said? They said, so it's not like a scientific empirical thing, and you don't have to meet all the Geminis.
Oof.
Oh, great. Well, then we don't have to meet all the Jews. We don't have to meet all the fat people. We don't have to. We can just make generalizations based on the most minuscule population that we meet. You meet one black guy, you met them all.
That's wild, bro. 50 out of well we're saying 50 because you're saying, are you
I'm
saying like
giving. I'm giving 50, bro.
right. So in your mind, like that's the possibility of how many number of total people of a particular sign that one person could have met and truly known. That's the other point you're making, right? Like, do you really, really know them? Do you really, really know that everything about them lines up with their astrology
Right.
profile?
I actually thought about you and I in our conversation about like you don't even really know a person just because they say something. That doesn't mean it's true, especially about their personality traits.
Mm-hmm.
And people are different under different circumstances. People are super nice with family but jerks at work, or vice versa. Or great with women and horrible with men, or vice versa.
Yeah. And so
Like it's
let's say it's even like 666 people, which is a lot
I
to
did
your point.
well, right. I did the math. 50 divided by 666 million. You know the 666s.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 to the negative 8, which means we're going 8 decimal points left,
That's
which is
crazy.
just an astronomically small number.
Like 700 thousandths of a percent. It's not even close to a fraction of a percent, a meaningful fraction of a percent.
Right. And so when you say the word meaningful, right? Meaningful to you and I because we value a level of comparison significance, for lack of a better term, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and then this goes back to I think you've said it on the show. I know in our personal conversations you always say that, especially when talking about religion. Like you don't operate. Well, maybe these people do though, but you don't operate that way in any other aspect of your life when it's important to you, right? Like you don't make decisions because times 10 to the negative eighth results got something, right? When your doctor says, if you stab yourself in your left eye, your cancer is going to go away. 7 times 10 to the negative eighth times out of
Right,
fucking
right,
however
right,
many,
right.
right? Like it's unbelievable. It's crazy. But for whatever reason, and this maybe goes back to something that I harp on, like these people desperately want to believe that that's true. It sounds believable to them. I hate to resurrect our conversation. It's like, yes, that makes me fucking warm and fuzzy inside when I hear it. And so
Right.
sure.
I don't know if
It,
they want to believe it. They just want it to be true. I think those are two different things. I think they want it to be true.
yeah.
They'll believe whatever they want to be true, whatever makes them feel, like you said, warm and fuzzy. I don't know why it makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Like, again, if, and I almost punched you earlier today when you when you, when you disrespected Rourke by you. Hey, you never you can't Rourke a Rourke. Okay, first of all, but like the Rourke part of me says, wait, so why do you even want this to be true? Right? Because there is an unknown that you want to be true. Like
Mhm.
they just kept harping on, right? There are things that we don't know, right? So the unknown, there's that space there that I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just dumbfounded. Again, to use that term, what are you what are you going on about? As a good friend of mine would say, what the fuck are we talking about here? Why do you want God to be true? Right? If you wanted God to be true, that means you like the world as it is. But that would only make sense, right? That would be the reasonable thing that, oh, I want, God to be true because I like the world. But they want God
Well,
to
and
be true
also
because
go ahead.
no, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
I just want to clarify something real quick. A lot of times these people want God to be true, not because they like the world the way it is, but because it allows for an opportunity for the world to drastically change at the drop of a dime, right? Because in real world, you'd have to do some heavy lifting and make physical changes and really bust your ass. Versus with God, it can magically just, hey, I tithed right, I prayed right, and it's all good. My husband is here, the money is here, my kids are healthy, safe, and successful. It's just popping. That's what I
That's
really think it is.
That's an interesting point. That's not where I thought you were going with that. And I totally agree. I think that is definitely, even if it's subconscious, the quote unquote thought process or lack thereof. But I thought you were going to say you also just like the good things that you hear about the thing that maybe not sure if it sounds believable to you or not. You're like, oh, but it would be so fucking awesome if there was everlasting life, right? If I do get to go to heaven or whatever. And so then everything else just like, yeah, I got to fit it into that box. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And with the astrology, if I'm making that analogy, it's like, oh, well, they say really cool things about my sign. And yeah, I kind of feel that way about myself. And that could be true. And so everything else has to work, right? When I hear something about Sagittarius or Gemini or Pisces or whatever, yeah, it's all true. I've met enough of those people. And I
Are you
love, go ahead.
are you a Sagittarius?
No.
You feel comfortable saying that? So I am an Aries, and I am 100% what the astrological calculations say, right? Like just
But that's the thing, dude. Everything they've ever said, like, or what generalities
well,
are you talking
okay, so
about?
yeah, right. So if I'm gonna look up Aries, right, astrological sign, right, quick facts, blah
And
blah blah,
don't hold on,
horoscope.
and don't just look up Aries. Do that first, but then
Yeah.
wherever you're going to get what describes an Aries, make sure we can see everything else.
What describes a Cancer and a Leo and
Yep,
stuff?
all the other signs. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure. No, 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 right. So I'm not obviously I'm not saying this shit is true. I'm saying it, and it doesn't really matter if they say the exact same things for all the other things. Like what?
Which is where I was going to go. Which is where
No,
I
no,
see.
no, no.
See,
That would be
I'm not saying that you believe that or didn't know that or whatever. Like I was about to say like there are great. I don't know if Dawkins has done it. I think so actually in that like 3-part documentary he did about religion or whatever it was called. Yeah, there's just so many vagaries where he ended up reading what would define a Cancer to
right, right,
an
right. Of course,
Aries,
of
and they were
course.
like, "That's totally
Yep.
me."
Yep, 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 yep. And that's what I was trying to say. I was like, so wait, you don't think there are any Aries out there that are just like a Virgo?
Yeah.
Right, but it's not gonna be it's a generality. I'm like, then what is the purpose? That's what I try to say. What is the purpose? Like that Sprite commercial. Excuse me, what is my motivation? Like, anyway, Aries, horoscope. Aries personality traits. They are continuously seeking dynamic experiences, speed, and competition, always striving to be first in everything from work to social gatherings. With its ruling planet Mars and belonging to the element of fire, Aries is one of the most active zodiac signs, and some of them are just lazy Winnie the Pooh bears. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. Every last one of the 666 million are go-getters, type A personalities, as we used to call them.
That's what I and that's the other thing that I said. So there's so many facets to this conversation that just don't make any sense, that are just asinine on the face of them. And it's scary as fuck to know that supposedly intelligent people or so-called intelligent people, and all of those things are accurate about me. But okay, so let's just do, what are you? Do you mind saying?
I'm not going to put it on here, but oh, okay. You know what? I'll say something. You won't be able to tell if it's real or not. Does it matter? For what you're trying to demonstrate. No, okay. I'm going to give you my real
No, no,
one,
no,
and
wait,
you,
wait, So were you saying that you're gonna give me a fake one, and you're gonna see based on me knowing you whether it's really you?
that would have been good. Yeah.
Go ahead, give me a fake one. Well, then I can just.
I could potentially, no, I could potentially give you my real one,
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
right? So,
Cancer.
Capricorn.
Okay. What kind of person is horoscope for the Capricorn? Why is it in Latin? No, thank you. Capricorn is the 10th astral sign. Blah, 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 blah. Earth, December, January. Sea goat. Sea goat? What the?
That's a great
Okay,
high school
horoscope.
mascot, dude. The Lower Uncton Sea Goats.
Lord, that's fucking hilarious. Um, you're a gregarious person by nature, Capricorn, and oh, shut up. Horoscope for, oh, it says for today. I don't want today.
How'd
Daily
you go to a
horoscope.
different site, man?
Because when I looked up Capricorn, it didn't come up with the exact same thing. Let me put in Aries again, right?
Yeah, and then
Aries,
find the same site. Yeah.
horoscope for Aries, right? This is zodiacsign.com. Now we're going to go get Capricornius. Capricornius, your strengths, you're responsible, disciplined, self control, good managers. Weakness, know it all, unforgiving, condescending, expecting the worst. Capricorn likes family tradition, music, understanding status, quality craftsmanship, dislikes almost everything at some point. Bro, you want my honest opinion?
Absolutely.
You're a fucking Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign that is associated with time and responsibility. Capricorn individuals are typically traditional and serious in nature, possessing an inner sense of independence that allows them to make significant progress in both their personal and professional lives. They are skilled in self control, can make realistic plans, and are capable of managing many people at once. Capricorns learn from their mistakes and rely on their experiences and expertise to achieve success. I'm going to say, fuck yeah.
And I'm not.
I think you're lying, but okay.
I swear. But that's the fucking point.